잠시나마 우리 졸업생들의 지난 3년을 추억하는 시간이었습니다. 다음으로 오늘 졸업생들의 졸업을 축하하기 위해서 가장 먼 곳에서 달려오신 특별한 손님을 한 분 모시겠습니다. 동생이 암투병 때문에 단 하루로 시간을 쓸 수 없는 일정인데요. 한국에서 마지막으로 학생들을 지도했던 학년이 바로 여러분들입니다. 한국에서 마지막 8년을 이제 본인의 가족으로 생활하시다가 여러분들의 졸업을 축하하기 위해서 14시간을 비행기를 타고 지금 미국에서 오신 우리 특별한 손님 마이크 파이크 선생님을 큰 박수로 모시도록 하겠습니다.
Gentlemen, congratulations. Before I start my actual speech, I want to thank the leaders here at Boyne High School, our director, our principal, our vice principal, for allowing me to speak to you today. Your high school graduation is a unique event for you, and it's one that you've looked forward to for a long time. So, being with you here today is truly a special privilege for me. Also, guys, you remember that you were my last freshman class here at Boyne High School. You probably remember our final lesson when one of my coworkers, Mr. Kim Yu-soo Sonsangim, live streamed me to all of your rooms while I taught one last lesson. You remember hearing me cry at the end of that lesson when I said goodbye. I cried because I enjoyed teaching you. I really did. My friends and family in the U.S. know that teaching at Boyne High School was my favorite job in my whole life. But I don't want to make this graduation ceremony too long, so my speech today will be a lot shorter than our English lessons during your freshman year. Build your team. That's the title of my speech for you today. Build your team. First, as you know, life is not a solo sport. Human life is like soccer or baseball or basketball. It's a team sport. The day you were born, you had a team. Your parents, your grandparents, maybe an older brother or sister. The doctors and nurses were also part of the team that helped you survive. Throughout your life, something similar to your first team will come together to help you again and again and again. My younger brother John is learning that. 43 years ago, my brothers David and Jonathan were born, twins. Now John and his wife have two little boys, Samuel and Daniel. You saw Samuel and Daniel last year in a video that I sent to you before the Sunan. It was their father, John, who used my phone to make that video. 1 week after I sent that video to you, John was diagnosed with a very serious form of cancer. Now, like when John was a baby, his team is trying to help him again. Our parents, my other brothers and sisters, and me, and his doctors and nurses. John's team is actually bigger now because it includes his wife and his wife's family and his friends. And because John is my brother, Boyne High School adopted him as part of the Boyne family. So this high school is part of John's team now too. And that is so meaningful to me. And I'm so thankful for that. John is learning again that life is a team sport. And that some of his team is here in Korea. Second, build your team because in the coming years, you'll be facing big decisions as an adult. You want to chase your dreams. You want to be successful, right? Someone many years ago said, it's lonely at the top. Very few people reach the top of their dreams. So if you become hugely successful, you won't have many friends who will understand your life. You could be a very lonely success. Yes, it's lonely at the top, so take others with you. Build a team to climb to the top with you. As you succeed, involve other people in your success. Make them successful while you become successful. Then, when you reach the top, you won't be lonely. Finally, build your team by being humble enough to listen to advice. Don't just listen to it, follow it too. Human history is full of stories of people who became successful and then became too proud to take advice from others. Political leaders, military leaders, business leaders. American presidents have failed by imagining that they were geniuses and not listening to advice. Several of Abraham Lincoln's army generals became famous, and then they made terrible decisions. Does anyone here have a BlackBerry or Nokia smartphone? Successful companies can shrink too. Success can make you think that you're smarter than everyone else. And that's a way to guarantee your eventual failure. Build your team and make sure your team members know that you want their honest advice. Build a team that's not afraid to tell you the truth. Life is a team sport. It's lonely at the top, and you need other people's advice. Guys, I want you to do great things. I want you to be successful in every good and healthy and honorable goal that you have for your life. So build your team. And while you're building your own team, become a productive member of other people's teams too. Be a member of your parents' team. They're members of your team, so be a member of theirs too. Be a member of your brother's or sister's team. You want them to be successful, right? Give them good advice, support them, and cheer for their future. Look around you today and become a member of your friends' teams for success. When you take pictures with your friends today, think of those pictures as your team pictures. Someday, when you fall in love, remember, loving someone is wanting them to succeed too. So be a strong member of your wife's team. Did you know that students are actually part of their teacher's team? It's true. And I already told you that teaching at Boyne High School was the best job of my life. So thank you for being part of my team here. You helped me feel successful as a teacher, and I will be forever grateful for that. Thank you, Boyne teachers and leaders, for helping me become a better teacher. Thank you, parents, for sending your sons to Boyne High School. And thank you, boys, for your part in my final year here. You were, and you are, a blessing and encouragement to me. God bless you all.
네, 저는 아마도 보인이라는 이름 자체가 여러분들의 팀이 될 거라고 생각을 합니다. 여러분들 동기들, 그리고 이만의 동문들, 그리고 여러분들의 부모님들. 그 암투병 중인 파이크 선생님 동생 존을 위한 기부금 모금을 제가 진행을 했고요. 너무나도 많은 분들이 따뜻한 마음을 모아주셨습니다. 그 보인 가족들이 지난 일주일간 진행된 모금에서 3,250만 7,386원을 보내주셨습니다. 재학생, 재학생과 졸업생의 우리 학부모님들, 교직원, 보인 동문들까지 파이크 선생님의 따뜻함을 기억하시는 모든 보인 가족들이 함께 해주셨습니다. 성금을 모금하는 과정에서 제가 보인의 일원임이 자랑스러웠습니다. 이러한 보인 가족의 마음이 잘 전달돼서 동생 조언이 예전의 모습으로 빨리 회복되기를 기원하겠습니다. 김석환 이사장님께서 기부금에 대한 전달식을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 이사님 잠시 단상 위로 올라와 주십시오. 네, 김석환 이사장님께서 우리 보인 가족의 마음을 담은 기부금을 전달 드리도록 하겠습니다. 모두 큰 박수로 맞아주시기 바랍니다.
파이크 선생님 동생의 건강 회복을 위한 기원과 함께 파이크 선생님 힘내시라고 우리 화이팅 한번 합시다. 졸업생들 다 같이 일어났어요. 자, 파이크 선생님 동생의 쾌와 파이크 선생님 힘내시기를 바라는 뜻에서 화이팅!
My family knows that Korea is a very special place to me. And my family knows that Boeing High School is a special place to me. And when I told them about this, when I told them that the school was going to raise money to help John pay for his treatment costs, my family was deeply touched to think that my friends here in Korea care so much about my family. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you very much.